Ah, hey, that's what I call lunch.
Hello everyone, it's me, LBT Electric Dino 75 once again, and I hope you're all doing good, and I hope you guys enjoyed my live stream that I just did over yesterday ago, which I'm happy of April. So I digress. I decided to review a dinosaur movie that was a big part of my childhood ever since Dinosaur and Speckles and The Land Before Time, known as We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. As a kid, I really enjoyed this, and I loved it so much. As a teenager, I kind of have a soft spot, but I still think it's really, really decent. But as an adult, we're gonna have to find out for sure. So the story of We're Back, a Dinosaur Story features about these 4 dinosaur characters looking for a Natural History Museum around in New York City. But suddenly, they've been taken by this evil professor who wants to use them in his evil circus. So that's basically the story in this movie. All I can say is that it's decent, but not very great. I'll admit there's some good things going on with the story, but at least they should have done something new with it and do something a lot more with the story. I'll admit there's some good things going on with the circus songs and the way that the dinos do all those shenanigans and all that. It does pay off really, really good. But other than that, the story does need some improvement here. As for the animation here, and I say it's nice. Not great, not terrible, just nice. While the human characters and all the other animal characters look fine on their own, but the dinosaurs, yeah, that's the part where I can understand where people are coming from with this. Why? So they go with the style in the Land Before Time style and then transform into something that we see from Looney Tunes. And I can understand what they're going for with the cartoony looks of the dinosaurs, which I don't mind too much. I'll admit that the dinos' designs look alright for the most part. I like Rex and Dweeb, but Woog and Elsa, I think they look fine on their own. But the animation here, I can understand what they're going for, but the dinos, yeah, I could give that a pass. Another thing I wanted to point out is that I like the fan art of the 4 dino characters looking cool and stylized, which obviously I really wish this would happen in a feature movie or series or something, which probably will in the near future. I mean, they look incredible, and I definitely like the artwork. As for the characters here, well, I do have mixed feelings on the characters here. Some are decent, some are okay, and some are pretty bad. Let's start with the characters I like, known as Rex, voiced by John Goodman, which an orange Tyrannosaurus, who is the main protagonist here. Woog, who is a hungry Triceratops. Dweeb, who is the clumsy Parasaurolophus. And as for Elsa, not the Elsa from Frozen, take that on top. I'm talking about the Elsa from We're Back, which is a purple pterosaur, which is female, and that's just about it. Do you know what the movie would have been better? Just flesh out these dinosaur characters and focus on their point of view instead of the human characters all the time. Which, that kind of bothers me, and no wonder why Jurassic World Dominion decided to take that inspiration from there. Louie, who is somewhat of a brat and somewhat annoying, and I really did not like this character. And as for Celia, she's kind of good and alright, but I really did not like Louie. I mean, he's somewhat bratty and very annoying. There's also this villain named Professor Screw-Eyes who has this circus, tries to take everything for himself, and wants to use his powers so he could scare audiences away of what he can do. Obviously, Professor Screw-Eyes is kind of cool, and he is what Shadow Man should factually be like. And as for Professor New Eyes, who is an opposite version of Screw Eyes, who has this wish radio for their wishes. And obviously, he's actually kind of nice, and possibly the saving grace throughout the whole movie, alongside the Dino characters themselves, and the villain. But hey, I do have mixed feelings on the characters, especially the main ones and the kids, but the movie would have been so much better if they fleshed out the Dino characters, so that way we can understand what they're going for, and understand their point of view. Is it as good as I thought it was? Yes and no. We're Back at Dinosaur Story is somewhat decent. It has a decent looking story, animation that is somewhat beautiful and somewhat decent. And as for the characters, I do have mixed feelings, except for the two kids, and as for the dinos, but yeah, the movie would have been better if they fleshed out the dino characters quite often. And not to mention, I didn't even know that this movie was based on a children's book with the same title. The movie would have been better if they followed that formula of the children's book. Why not make it a lot more and make it a lot different and all that stuff? I'm just saying. But overall, I think it gets a decent pass. So, We're Back at Dinosaur Story may not be a perfect dinosaur movie like Speckles and Dinosaur, but at least it's much more watchable, and I do take it over 65. Yeah, that's saying a lot. So overall, I'm probably going to give We're Back at Dinosaur Story a 6.8 out of 10 and a B-. A passable score with a passable grade. So that's my review of We're Back at Dinosaur Story, and hope you all enjoy, and please sure like and subscribe, and more videos will come in the near future as well as other things. LBT here. See you guys later.
And that's what happened, Buster. The dinosaurs are still at the museum.